Hello, everyone. Welcome to session 21 of playing Subnautica. Neptune escape rocket time. Let's go. We're going to be jumping into gameplay here at 1940 local time. It is currently 1937 and change, about to be 1938. That's 4 hours offset from UTC. Going west of the prime meridian. All right. So, our save file for this has which one? Which one is it? I think it's this top one because the other one has a Neptune escape product already. All right, last played 20th of September 2025. Yes, there were other indicators too, like the fact that the other one was from February 1st, 2025. Moving on. 20th of September 2025 was the last time I played this save file on stream. This entire playthrough, every bit of this save file has been on stream, live broadcast to Twitch. Not affiliated with Twitch in any way, shape, or form. This isn't a sponsorship. Twitch, I'm just saying that is where I was relaying the video and then archiving it, making it available as permanently as possible on YouTube, which is where you can find the full playlist. So, this should be the last of this series. I may cut some highlight reels. We'll see. Anyway, the plan today is very simple. Gather the materials necessary, build the rocket, leave the freaking planet. Adios, amigo. Alright. Last played at 10:08 p.m., 20th September 2025. We have 1 days. I have 1 day's 5 hours and 12 minutes of playtime in here. Got the Explorer, which is the Seamoth, the Argonaut, which is the Cyclops, and then the prawn suits. There should be two. Ranger 1 and Ranger. Or Ranger 00 and Ranger 1. I know that there's no audio yet for the game. I'm going to unmute that, get that going, and we're going to stream switch scene. Loading in. Gameplay will be starting here very, very soon. 1940 and how much change?
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Talking too much. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. Do more yoga. Alright. Gameplay start 1940 and like 37-ish. Okay. Oh, gotta click back into the game. There we go. I'm like sending input on my controller and nothing is happening. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, I'm not focused enough. That's a nerd joke for all you hardcore Sapios out there. The game window did not have the focus, so the controller input was not registering to it. That's the difference between playing on PC and playing on dedicated consoles. Focus matters more, quite literally. Alright. So, it is time. What? I'm looking at the I'm looking at the small like Streamlabs screen. Oh my gosh. Let's look at the big monitor, okay? Like, I know it's hard down there in the physical, but like, can you just like look at the big monitor, the big screen? I know we got the movie theater audio going, but like, focus up, dial it in. You hang out with the Ingans later. Moving on. I've been having a lot of fun with my AI. Like, I'm doing some AI art that is not like easy to do, but I'm pretty certain that I like took my med team leader and like she's just popping off the wall in terms of art now. So like, let's just say I have some things planned. I'm like, I'm gonna start working on the starship next, and I don't know. I'm probably just gonna be sending, like, I thought about like getting her in a Team Light t-shirt, like scanning it to the AI and being like, can you just put this on my like med team alien Pleiadian, high Pleiadian Eldara girl? Like, can you just do it? I have not done that yet, but it's hilarious and I've been thinking about doing it. So for all of you fellow homies who watch this stream, I'm not saying do it, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm like Uriel in the corner, I said nothing. Alright, so first step today for that Neptune stuff probably is pinning the recipe for the blueprint. I'm gonna see if I can maintain my like good happy attitude. Like I definitely need to hang out with more Pleiadians. The Anunnaki Empire. I'm not saying you're boring, but like I can only ask how's business so often, you know what I mean? I'm happy to finally be building an escape rocket off of this beautiful water world in the video game world. Is it like the first thing up here? No? Okay, where are you, Neptune? It's somewhere in the solar system. So it's somewhere here. And I already have it pinned. Oh my gosh. Okay. I already had it pinned. Okay. What do we build? Need computer chip. Don't have computer chip. Need these things. Table, coral, sample. Copper. And gold. Hey, I knew that 2 copper go together to make a copper wire. If I spent any longer in this video game world, I would probably know all the recipes without needing to pen them. That's not a challenge, that's just maybe facts. I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know what goes into phase 2 until I get there. I never did fix that beacon. Uh, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'll fix it before I leave. Probably not. Those who know me know how difficult it is, like how not cooked I have to be, but like for me to be like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. For me to be at that phase, like, I don't know. I gotta have gone through some things. Alright. What is some additional gear that I may need? Because in order to build the Neptune escape rocket, I need to go up to like the upper levels. I need to go to my other base. Crystalline sulfur. Maybe. Lithium. Nickel. More lead. You know, I think I'm gonna put my stasis rifle in the time capsule. That seems like a solid strat to me. So much titanium. I feel like that's gonna... Yeah. Let's just turn that into titanium ingots real quick before we go, and I'll carry some of those up because mining titanium sucks. I could have gone online, like, cheated and looked up the blueprints. Hey, Madam Pam. 1946. I'm only 3 minutes late this time. Salut. Hello. How are you? I don't know if I'll need plasteel ingots, but I'm guessing I might need them. And it will slightly condense what I'm bringing up in the inventory. I'm not going to do all of them plasteel ingots, mind you, but 2 should be safe-ish. Gives me a little more space here. Of these things. Let's leave some more water here for the crew, some more med kits. I shouldn't need them anymore. I'll leave you my knife as well, maybe? Nah, taking the knife. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that's it for my space on the prawn suit. I don't have anything else in storage here. So now I just need to know what's the fastest way back up top. Where is the... Did I turn off the beacon for it? There we go. Yes, I am gonna go change it because that should be disease research facility. Like, get it right, man. Just scouting down here because I was like, I don't think I ever went under there. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't like an Easter egg or something. There's some bones. Okay. And let's just save. Pretty sure there wasn't a portal inside the disease research facility here. Oh, I was like, I was stuck for a moment there, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I was gonna be a little bit irritated. Hey, No, you know, by all means, come back and get some more of this. Did you not get your fill? I don't mean to pin you in a corner, but like I'm gonna get outside of this thing in a moment, and if you're gonna be a brat about it, you know, we can just finish this here and now. Okay, come at me one more time, and we'll just call you respawn bait. It's okay, I'm patient. It's okay, he's stuck in a wall. Give him a moment. He senses it's a trap. Alright, whatever. Edit beacon name. DRF. Disease Research Facility. .00. Oh, now you want to come for it. Okay, back to the Neptune. Just looking for the fastest way up. I think there was a second way from there that actually did connect to the surface. Or maybe that's the way I ended up taking. Because there's these little lights in the ceiling, and these are not here except in the area that goes to the surface. If I recall correctly, this is literally the most dangerous way I could be going. But hey, it's all good. It's pretty. I don't think we ever came this way on this playthrough. I've been through here before on my other one, but on stream, this was my first time coming through this area. I think this leads to the mountains sector of the map, which is like Leviathan heavy, But maybe since the cure is in the water, they're not so angry anymore. I don't know. Hopefully I don't run into any. I move pretty quick when I want to in the prawn. So, not overly concerned. Plenty of hydrothermals in this area. That's a very gradual ascent. Ooh, purple. Well, those guys are not so much fun, but okay. I hear things. Definitely not nervous at all. This is the bulb zone, I think. Um, 1,000 meters from my upper base. Yes, using the wormholes would have been much faster had I not gone on the tangent to rename the beacon. But hey, look, those beacons are going to be here after I leave, and I didn't want somebody mistakenly thinking that that was the primary containment facility. Not that it matters in the future, because guess what? Everything's cured. It's good. So, yeah, you don't really need those alien buildings so much anymore, eh? But, you know, I don't know, if somebody ends up here for some reason ever again, maybe having those beacons will help. I don't know. In your world, you can do it the way you want. We don't make mistakes here. We have happy little accidents. I hope everyone's enjoyed their time with me during this Subnautica playthrough series. It's been quite the adventure for me. I've been playing now for probably around 11 months on this playthrough, even though it says I have 1 day, but that's because I spaced them out, like 20 minutes here, 4 hours there. This is session 21. You know, there's been a lot. If I remember correctly, I need to go out into the deeper section here to actually build the platform. Though I will need the... Yeah. There's something I will need in order to build it. I need inventory space for that thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, this thing needs to fit in my inventory. So, barely. Alright. Let's do this. Hey, it's a reef back. That's good luck. I'm gonna go say hi before I build my rocket. Did I ever scan one of these? Reefbacks are leviathans, but they are friendly. They don't mind that I'm here. Don't mind. Okay. Bye-bye, Mr. or Mrs. Maybe they're androgynous. I don't know. Okay. Launch platform being built. Woo! Have some celebratory water here. There's like 4 parts to this launch platform, by the way, so this is like phase 1. Alright. Should have grabbed the thingy. The shield generator from the Argonaut. I'll probably have to build another. And I can only build one on the Argonaut, so I'm gonna have to take a trip back down at some point to my other base. Alright, Neptune Gantry. You don't have the required ingredients. Plasteel ingot, copper wire, and some lubricant. Can't it lube? I don't know, it can't. Lubricant. I had the plasteel ingots on me just fine. And here's the copper wire. But lube. Still gotta take care of my basic nutrition while building the rocket. You know, work is never done. enough for now. Gonna put this mobile vehicle bay away. Grab the inventory items I dropped in here. Like, what is that thing floating on the water? I'm sure my Argonaut is, or my Explorer is docked there. Okay. Bases are orange. Our bases are red. So should the Neptune, should it be a vehicle, orange, or should it be a base? It's red. I'm gonna go with orange because it's gonna be flying, but a strong argument could be made for either way. It's amazing what you can build with some lube. Construct. Dun, 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 dun. Aren't drones wonderful? Now you might ask, what is it that we built? This, my friends, is an elevator. Is it necessary that we go up here right now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But as a bug tester, I find it very important to not fall off. Because we are up high. Those clouds have, all realism has gone out the window. Alright, I don't know why you would need to call the elevator. That doesn't make any sense unless there's more than one person. Like, who's gonna move my elevator while I'm up there? Neptune boosters. Okay, I have all those components. Not on me, but I have them. Readily accessible. Woo! So far, so good. Two aerogels, a wiring kit, and nickel ore. I need 3 nickel ore. Woo-hoo-hoo. Do I have a third? I do not. Okay, it'll give me an opportunity to clear out even more inventory space.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is just, I'm consolidating resources to this base because I don't want to be having to go back and forth between them unnecessarily. But this is all going to be over soon anyway, not to sound melodramatic over it. Did I just build a locker for salt? I did. I've done it before, I'll do it again. Okay. Alright. I'm certain there's going to be no nickel ore up here, so.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Damn it. I needed 3. Okay. How far is the primary interdiction facility? $900. River access. I'm just gonna go for the interdiction platform. Sorry, it kind of scooted off screen there. Don't remember scooting over so far. I killed a fish with the... Maybe not. I was seeing little yellow things from spots, and I thought maybe I had repel, like grappled one, and it hurt it, but that seems to be a standard effect occurring in some areas, so I am less sure that I heard anything. I think they're fine. The virtual fish are fine in the fish tank. I know I've lost some of my like giddy behavior that I had when I signed on. We'll just deal with it. It's because I'm usually very excited to start this stuff. I'm in a great mood and everything, and then kind of like, I don't know, the interaction dies off for me. I just end up in work mode and I'm just here getting a job done. But I'm working on learning how to love myself through those experiences. And yeah. Where's the... I know there's a portal on top of one of these. There we go. I don't remember if that's the portal I'm looking for, but I think it is. Ooh, wormhole. Going through a wormhole, man. I'm excited. Next stream that I do should go straight to my YouTube if all goes well, and that's going to be a meditation stream. Somebody without advanced jump chats would not be able to make this. That jump. Of course, I'm not sure I can actually make it out of the water with this, so we'll see. Oh, managed it. If not, there's a portal that would have led me up here anyway. It kind of can't figure out that I'm out of the water in this room based on the effects going from my grapple hook. But yeah, I mean, the title, the game. I will resist mining you. Does anybody remember which of these portals goes to the Lost River? Is it you? I know I had them, I like got them all mapped out. We got a 1 in 4 chance. If guessing. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? This one? Is it this one? Okay, I didn't get a yes on any of those, so like my spirit guides need to step it up a notch, cause like, I don't know, not even my guides, my higher selves, come on, like, guys. Freaking, have none of you been watching me play this game? Real talk, if you don't talk to your higher selves and like give them missions, they will do their own stuff. This is not the Lost River. Well, it's not that one. I'm not walking to each of them again to ask you, so you either tell me which one to go in, or I'm just gonna keep trying doors until I find the one I'm looking for. It's not embarrassing for me. If it's embarrassing for you, that's, you know, that's your problem. If you don't want to be embarrassed, communicate better. Maybe. Yeah, I think this one. So coming back from the Leviathan area, and then immediately take a left. Or if entering the primary containment facility from the main entrance, it's the like 1 o'clock position for the Lost River. Feels like I could have walked to the freaking Lost River base by now. But that's why I made beacons in other playthroughs, so that I wouldn't have to remember. But by making the beacon, I then made it so that I didn't have to remember, and guess what? I didn't remember. I have better awareness having played it through again. If I were to ask to play Subnautica a third time, like on camera, like each time I would get better. It's not like the map changes. It's the same map every time. Now, granted, maybe some of the stuff we might find, I think there is some level of randomization to that. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain, but like, I don't know, like stalker teeth and stuff like that, I think is somewhat random. Though they do have generalized spawn areas. Ghost tree be looking weird today. Yes, yes. So, case in point, my higher selves are pointing out that, well, you talked to us about where you wanted to go, and you did get there pretty quickly, even though you don't fully comprehend. Like, it felt like it was mostly guesswork for you, but you did get there efficiently. So we deserve some credit. I'm like, fine, some credit. Maybe after our meditation stream, you'll be more dialed. I know it looks like I'm being pissy with my higher selves, but it's definitely not like a make sure Truman gets that kind of scenario down here. Definitely not. And this crew locker is gonna have so many freaking medkits. You guys, it's a fucking video game. They're like, leave some water. It's a medical locker. We stocked it that way symbolically for a reason. Oh my gosh. See what I have to listen to? I like gold. Definitely not draining the entire base's resources to bring them up top. Sounds like I have a message on the radio. No. Polyaniline is gold and hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is deep shrooms and salt. Good thing I have plenty of salt. But I don't think I'm growing deep shrooms down here anymore. What am I talking about? They're right here on the seabed. What are you gonna do with so much acid? I don't know. What are you gonna do with it? If you don't get this rocket built because you were farming acid, we're gonna have a discussion. Oh, the rocket will get built. Will it get built on this stream? This session? That's the freaking game plan. So. But hey, this is what a real playthrough looks like. Not a, I googled ahead of time exactly what resources I'm going to need. Or I've played the game so many times, I'm basically a Smurf account. You know, this is what it looks like when an actual player tries to figure it out. For the most part. For instance, me building the shield generator, it's like I already know that I'm going to need it for the cockpit. What does it goes in with what again? Gold. Gold. I know I just grabbed a whole bunch of that. 1, 2. How many should we do? 4? That leaves me 2 hydrochlorics that I can make into polyaniline if I need it. And if not, I've made them ahead of time. Wonder if I'll need more like synthetic fibers, or if I've made literally the only thing I need for that. because benzene, it'd be good to get some made while I'm down here. That one there is just can't be plucked. Pluck them from their reverie. Yeah, that boop boop. That's the sound of a radio transmission, but there's no radio transmissions right now. Ooh. Maybe I should bring the rest of these up. It's so annoying, man. Pisses me off so much. The wiring kit. I had plenty of those in stock and I brought them all upstairs. Advanced wiring kit requires a wiring kit plus gold 2 and computer chips. I know I have all the components I need upstairs. The only thing I don't have is the freaking Argonaut, the Explorer.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let me just reassess how long it would take to stay down here and build it. Two silver ores. 2 golds. 3 golds. Plus some copper. Plus some... Tell you what. I will take the shield generator from the Argonaut. I'll do it. It's not doing anybody good down here. And if I have time, once I finish building the rocket and I feel like coming back down, dropping off another shield generator, I can do so. But I'm not going to waste everybody's time, my own included, just to have a fictitious fucking ship, pardon my language, with a shield generator. Well, everything has to be meta, multidimensional, and I think it's important that I establish that sometimes I do distinguish between those realities, as much as it annoys me to do so. It may not be fun having all my crap upstairs not also, it's fun to have it in a video game, yes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's because I talked a lot about finishing this today, and I want to be done. I want to be done. I love Subnautica, but I have other stuff I want to be doing with my existence than just playing this game every freaking 2 weeks. For yeah. And it was nickel ore that I needed, and I haven't gotten any more of that yet. Should have been the first thing I did when I got down here. But it's also super prevalent. So if I just I know I don't have to open blocks to get to the nickel ore, it should just be raw sitting around.
30 seconds.
Well, I have the copper and the gold that I would need here. Okay. Really? The question is whether or not I can stay focused enough to get the job done. Of course I can. And I am getting the job done. Just because I comprehend the job to be a little more complex than maybe what was laid out does not make it not the job. But every time we increase the complexity, it increases the cost of delivering the experience. And it causes people to not trust that what I say is going to be the experience is going to be the experience.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think the silver veins were up here somewhere. That's titanium. That's gold. That might be silver. Or nickel ore. Copper. Yeah, I don't care. Go away. You're very scary. Terrifying. It's like being chased by a chihuahua. Yes, yes. Are you my silver? No, you're titanium. I'm pretty sure that's lead. Well, you led me to believe that there was going to be silver up here. Somebody convinced me to shut off my scanner, so I actually don't know. So close. Literally all I need is the silver. I got everything else. Okay. Well, unless I seriously miscounted my resources, I now have a sufficient amount to go make that extra shield generator that I was complaining about. And just in time for 9 o'clock, so it's like, maybe I could have had the rocket built and everything half an hour ago if I hadn't have taken so many detours. I'm not bitter about it, but I kind of sound a little bitter, don't I? That's just it. I mean, sometimes I have stuff I want to do, and I just distract myself into oblivion until all the time is done, and then it gets pushed back. You know, that's how it's been. That's why I'm so triggered right now, because I'm like, I really don't want to do another stream. I don't. Not of this. I want to be done. I got healed. I shut down the interdiction platform. That's all done. You know, it's ready to go as soon as my rocket goes up. And we're halfway there. We made more progress. We're closer to being there than before the stream started. This is true. I need to stay stubbornly optimistic. Not focus on the coulda, woulda, shoulda. Okay, now I think I need some silver and gold. My inventory was very full because I'm trying to haul everything up because I don't want a repeat of what we just did. Advanced wiring kit. Huh. I'm gonna need a wiring kits for the Neptune boosters. The nickel ore is what slowed us down. You remember that, right? Probably just eat a little bit while I'm here. Slow going when the inventory is this full. It's like eating with a full stomach. It's not very productive. Okay. Take 2. I shall now replace the shield generator that I took from my ship.
Captain. All systems online.
Did not even really leave the area for very long before I came back to fix this. So, you can complain all you want, but I'm leaving it better than I found it by stripping more resources from the natural world rather than just from the ships that I already built. That was partially a sarcastic joke, or an attempt at one. Alright. Got some space for 2. Not very efficient at water. I'm not gonna leave the lights on though if I'm gonna be leaving the planet. That doesn't make any sense. Also, okay. She's all locked up tight. To 108.
Welcome aboard,
I
Captain.
just realized how quiet the house is, so I think, yeah. Time for the younger crowd to be asleep. Which is good. I also have a bit of a full stomach from eating so well before the stream, so maybe that's making me a little more irritable. And the noise is like the worst ASMR in my ears right now. I don't know why. It's on my nerves. Shall we take a meditation breather? Let's get back to the portal first, and then we'll take a quick breather. A few minutes before moving on to the other sections. See, I knew about the tree roots right above me. There's some dev team. Like, come on. They added that rest stop deliberately on the edge, and then they put tree roots right at the top. Some dev is super impressed with their level design right now. But like, as a user, I was so irritated. It got me so many times before I learned to move around it. So, I mean, kudos to you for designing something that was difficult to navigate, but like punishing to the player who doesn't pay attention to their environment. But also, some of us don't have great FPS to begin with. Plus, the game's been tanking my FPS. So, like, you know, there is that too. It makes it a little hard to read the environment sometimes. See, and that is how you avoid Leviathans. That's how I avoid them anyway. I don't really like fighting Leviathans. It's super not helpful to beating the game. Not really. So I just don't really do it. Does that make me like a wuss or intelligent? I'm intelligently lazy. I'd rather finish the game. I'm sure there's like achievements for taking down a Leviathan, but like, come on. I haven't played the game so much. I don't need that many style points. Dev team, do you see this? Do you see how that prawn suit is sitting in the air? At least it should still be usable, but like, come through a portal and then immediately exit the prawn suit, and it'll park itself kind of on top of the ion cube to activate the portal. Okay. Yeah. This place. I don't think there's any wormholes that take me like super close to the base. This, like, the primary, the interdiction platform is the one that gets me the closest. Okay, well, I don't anticipate needing to do another resource run. So, unless I'm mistaken, once I get back to the base, I should be good. Just seems like I should be able to, like, take a sample of that or something. You know, put it in a vial and be like, I'm just gonna take this back home in my little escape pod rocket thing. Definitely not planning to make a ton of money off of a very potent cure. Being sarcastic, but like, I don't have any personal interest in that, but considering the idea is like research and stuff. Man, come on. I never did find my battery chargers, by the way. Never did, other than the wireless fins. I went an entire Subnautica playthrough without finding the battery recharger. Which does kind of piss me off, considering how much batteries are important to my framework. But I'm not gonna go looking for it at this stage. That would just be absurd. I can do that in my personal playthrough if I ever feel like it, which I've already found them in my personal playthrough. But like, I don't need them. I don't need it at this point. It's just, it's not even Dharma, it's just wasting time. So, I'm not gonna do it. Not that I won't waste time still. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. To be clear. I think this song is Into the Unknown. Look at all these batteries that were just drained and never recharged. Take a quick screenshot of that. Alright. Just for fun. Maybe that's the one I should put in the time capsule. Find the battery recharger. Or proof that you can beat Subnautica without the battery recharger. Advanced wiring kit, plasteel ingot. What was the other? Aerogel? 2 of them? No, I need just a regular wiring kit, not an advanced one. And I had an advanced one up here that would have made so easy for the fucking the shield generator. Okay. I'm gonna build the Neptune thingy part that is available. And after that, I think I'm gonna take a nap in game and then proceed to the next phase. Cause just to take one. I like to take naps, and I think my character's maybe he's the moody one, and I'm just like I'm totally chill in the chair vibing, but like I'm picking up on the mood of my avatar, and he's like, I'm so done with this freaking ocean planet. Get me off the. I've been down here way too long, man. The wildlife is weird, man. Constructing. Well, there's not a progress bar for real. It's just kind of, it's happening. Hey, does anybody know what this is? I know what that is. I know what that is, Dev Team. That's a placeholder texture. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not. Right in the center of the rocket. That is way too. That is like way too squared. That's look, these other ones. They have this texture too. Probably what happened is like it has the texture there, but it's reversed. Like it's on the other side. It didn't get mirrored properly. Like for the geometry. I don't know how the QA team missed that, but maybe they didn't. Maybe it was a wave. But still, nobody's gonna go stand underneath the rocket engines except QA. You know. I could file a bug report, but come on guys. I'm here to have fun, not file bugs. Like I do that enough in my daily, in my daily day-to-day work. That would definitely get a bug report, that kind of stuff. So it's like this is obviously a placeholder texture. Obviously, that's not the first one I've ever seen. I don't feel like that is breaking any sort of an NDA. Come on, like anybody who's worked any length of time in the game industry has seen a placeholder texture at some point. It may be different for each project, but there's a commonality to it. That's fun. Thank you. You know, I'm not saying thank you in the sense that I wanted bugs to be in the game, but like everybody knows there's some bugs in Subnautica. I found one more. Maybe it's I would imagine it's already known. I would be very shocked if I was the first person to notice that, but I didn't watch any videos or anything calling it out. Like I just that was a naturally found bug. Naturally found. Natural playthrough, by the way. Maybe not golden path testing, but I definitely didn't use any debugs. Don't got none. Alright. I think there are ways to debug in like Subnautica, but I'm not. That's not why I'm here. This was a natural playthrough. Okay, so the rocket thingy is built. The Neptune boosters are built. Now I need the fuel reserve, primary fuel tanks, ion power cells ×2, kyanite ×4, plasteel ingot, crystalline sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, plasteel ingot. Well, I have titanium there. And here's some lithium. So now for the ion power cells. Which takes what exactly? 2 ion batteries and a silicon rubber. Ion battery needs ion cube, gold and silver. So 4 gold and silver, 4 ion cubes. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many did it? Rubber? How many? 2 per 1? Let's just say it's 2 for 1 for now. Yeah, it's 1. 2 batteries, 1 rubber. Two batteries, 1 rubber will get you that ion power core. You know what I'm saying? Can't get your ion power without a little rubber. Some rubber. Little rubber I heard was offensive to some. Alright, yeah, let's go build it. Oh wait, I said I was gonna take a nap. See, naps are very important to me. I'm like, oh, whoa, no, no, no. You, promised me a nap. Okay, go to sleep. Go to sleep, little one. Vedoto. And I think it made it daytime. Alright. You know... You know what this base is missing that I don't have in my room? I'm not sure where to put it. Maybe here? Spoiler alert. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Is it this one like right here? Or like right here? Hopefully I didn't park too close. Indeed. Indeed. We'll discuss my coffee needs in a moment, my friend. Are you kidding me that I have no quartz? I have enameled glass. Okay, well now I definitely need that coffee. Fun fact, if you push the coffee button twice, you get 2 coffees. Don't say I never did anything for you. He's so cute. Coffee Americano. Okay. Well. I heard, well, don't you want to scan for quartz? I'm like, I know exactly where quartz is. Thank you so much. I never did build the, like the big fish tank, the alien containment. Oh well.
Seconds. Oxygen.
Well, that's just like chilling there somehow. This rocket is starting to get big. Do you want to go up the elevator again? Okay, we're at 9:30. I think if we don't launch by 2200, we're in really bad shape. Hydraulics, communications, auxiliary power. Okay, looking good. It's not bad luck to build it right next to this flaming hunk of a ship that crashed us here. It's definitely not bad luck at all. Yeah, I jumped off a moving elevator. So what? I just want one more quartz. I'm gonna build 2 things of glass. I'm gonna use one of those glass pieces, and then I'm gonna leave a piece of quartz in there for the crew. You know, because quartz crystals have really good memory. In fact, maybe I should collect 2 quartz and drop one of them in the time capsule. Like, I'm gonna send you some quartz crystals. How's that for a subtle download, eh? Oh, it's just a quartz crystal. Just let it through. Quartz crystal, you can find them anywhere in the game. Yep, that's a quartz crystal from my playthrough. Bazinga. That's salt. That's quartz. Tired.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't think I... That is a really good question. Surely not. I can try. I can try. I can try. Am I gonna tell you what I'm gonna do? No, not yet. You'll see. It's madness. Definitely madness. Dude, I can't wear the hat. Like, that'd be great. Alright. You know, I can't grow food on the Neptune escape rocket, unlike the other ships. So, and I'm a vegan. I don't eat things, and the things that I do eat will rot very quickly. So that kind of puts me in a bit of a bind. I had never considered it. Hopefully it's not an issue. Okay. Plasteel ingot. I do not have enough titanium. Cool. This is why stockpiling titanium is like never a bad idea, chat. And just build a bunch of ingots that you don't need. Eventually, because eventually you will need it. And the most annoying thing, maybe not most annoying, but an annoying thing is to get to late game. I'd be like, I could leave this planet, but I didn't collect enough resources. So Chips of assorted flavors reclaimed from manufacturer errors. Rice snack, generic, tasty rice snack. Add sugar, salt, or spices for sweet and savory flavors. Potato mix, potato-derived snack food. And they're all dehydrating. The good news is coffee is hydrating, so is large filtered water. Alright, so that restocking of the vending machine was restocking choice architecture. For those of you who don't comprehend how these things work, it's like a vending machine represents sovereign choice in this matrix, and I just restocked the vending machine and made sure that anybody passing through this sector has appropriate choices. So namaste in the catch. You are welcome. I can only do it because someone showed it to me. I'm gonna have some more coffee. Little paying it forward action. Well, the coffee is just spitting water into nothing, and then magically there will be 2 cups. Alright. The good news is I never need to add more titanium or water or anything to it. It just gives me coffee, but it's virtual coffee, so it has its limitations in terms of caffeination. You could call it decaf coffee. I need another computer chip as well. Dang it. Alright, what do I need again for that? Gold, the thingies. These 2. Gold. And something else. Copper wire. Which I have. Okay, so all I need to do now is collect some titanium. Fortunately, I should have no problem with that. You see, there's these guys over here called stalkers who like to just pick up chunks of titanium and drop it. What they do if your game doesn't hate you. FPS lag is so freaking annoying, man. And the thing is, that bug did not start until my prawn suit got stuck. The original Ranger.00. Thank you for your service. But the save file's been kind of wonky ever since. Won't be a problem soon. Where the hell's my rocket? I thought it would be bigger. should be enough titanium. See if I can find one more just for good measure. If I had done the scan, it would have already been done. Not only the scan, but the salvage. Okay, when was the last time I saved? I'm sure it's been recently. 2141. I was like, that was a long save game screen. I just wanted, like, at this point I'm so invested in this playthrough that, like, my biggest fear is the save file just not booting next time because of how many, like, bugs I've seen. So yeah, just kind of like still taking my time and doing it, but I am very, very much committed to getting off the planet. Why aren't you turning them both into lithium plasteel ingots? Like, what if I need a titanium ingot for some freaking reason, and then, like, if there's another piece or something, I don't want to risk it. So, I'm just gonna leave it as a titanium ingot for now. Can't see further than the next piece anyway. Never did build my big gallery of the different sessions. I mean, I could get this built, I could call it for the night, and then be like, the next one will be me building the memorial. Like, just, what's the freaking point, man? Why do anything? I get it, I get it. If you're not having fun, there's no point. And my concerns about the stability of this save file are certainly valid, so it is. Oh, I forgot to do the thing I thought I was gonna do. My big plan was to try to bring the prawn suit up here, and then see if I could jump, like, if I could have jumped up here on the railing or on the door, and then inside the rocket here, if I could have dropped the prawn suit in here, but it's really a tight squeeze. Maybe if I had gotten out of it, it would have, like, fallen through. How funny would it have been to take the fucking prawn suit into space with me? I would have never gotten it out of the ship, mind you, but, like, would have given me a backup plan with oxygen in case the, like, primary systems failed.
Pressurizing hydraulics. Auxiliary power unit online. Communications systems array active.
Okay, time to grab the basics of what I need from my base. And I think it's time to get the frick out of here. I could take off right now, like there's nothing stopping me, but I am gonna stock up on water at the very least. And some like med kit water. I don't know what else I would really need. Maybe I should bring the prawn suit up there on the platform. It should survive a rocket boost, right? I don't know. The first one died going through a wormhole, so maybe it's appropriate this one gets toasted by the rocket engines. At least he could say he saw the takeoff, and I can take the fuel cells out of it. If I was a true scientist, I would like pack one of each flora and fauna on the ship, but like with the, we can travel here now. The freaking shooter laser beam thing is gone. Kyanite. Diamond. Silver. Gold. Quartz. Whatever happened to my Chinese potatoes? Like, I feel like I should have some of those growing in here. I have them down in the lower deck. Okay, I have a quartz. Do I take the blue baseball cap with me? Like, what happens that I had it in my hand when I went to sleep? Is it still in my hand when I wake up? It's in inventory. That's fine. Should I leave it here? I'll leave it here. Where should I grow the potatoes? Over by the potato chips? Composite or cheek? Wall planter won't do. Cheek. Chic. Oh, lied. It's marble melon. Potatoes growing in the main area. You get melons. You get melons. And vending machines. And coffee. I'm gonna have more coffee before I leave because I haven't had enough. Coffee completed. Thank you. Alrighty. Nutrient block. Example of alien technology. For research purposes. Oh. Here's potatoes that I could have. Forgot potatoes were in the moon pool. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You ready to go, little prawn suit? You ready to go, buddy? Let's get the freak out of here. No. I'll get there. I've done it before. Do it again. Just go with a shorter landing spot. Thank you, Reef Back. Alright. I could leave him right under the jets. Like, I'm pretty sure I can't fit it through the door. Oh, it does not like that. It does not like this elevator. Um, Okay, and it wasn't just a placeholder for when it was built, it was a placeholder when finished as well. Good to know. Okay, gonna switch that to a regular power cell. And then I'm yoinking this other ion power cell, because who knows, I might need them. Okay. Ranger01, I hope you're gonna enjoy the show. I need to call the elevator. This is why the button is here. In case somehow you end up, like, imagine a version where they didn't have the call elevator button, and just, you're like, you build the rocket, you beat the game, but you can't get back up. Can't get back up to your ship after you build it. Is the reefback up here to say goodbye? Did you come up out of the surface of the water to say goodbye, buddy? That's cool. I think he's glitched. Alright, since it bothers me, I'm unpinning the picture frame. It's a fun day. Alright, data panel. PDA has 69108. Should be easy for me to remember. Hey, what the? No. No. What are you doing? Okay. I was like, what? Come on, guys. Alright. Which is the storage I already have some stuff in. Base of the stairs. I think you can be water, nutrients, and first aid. Maybe a spare coffee. It's gonna get a little cold. Fire extinguisher, definitely you're going on the right next to the ladder, along with basic tools. Could have brought more power cells. Okay, and then all the rest is going here. Tools, C-Glide. Rifle I'm keeping on me. It's gonna leave the planet with nothing but a rifle and a coffee. Okay, wait. I need to know how much space I have in the time capsule. Image, message, inventory. Should I give away one of my coffees? Yeah, I should. Send him a coffee. That's gonna hold up well through time. Okay, what was the other thing I was gonna send? Um, oh, I'm not. Am I leaving my rifle in the time capsule? Is that the thing? Is that the plan? Oh God, you guys. I don't think they'll let me. It's too advanced of a tool. Um, repair kit, repair tool, not so much. Mm, laser cutter. There's just nothing I like as much as the rifle. Habitat builder, flashlight. I mean, a sea glide would be far more useful. Should have brought 2 quartz with me. I still could go back for the other. There's no way they'll let me send Kai and I through. It's too late game. Maybe a med pack? I don't remember how much space I had in the time capsule, but let's try these first. Can't send the rifle plus flashlight unless I skip the quartz or the coffee. Hmm. See, this is what really got me last time was the freaking time capsule. They slowed me down. Okay, we'll just do the rifle. You want to send a first aid kit too? Would you rather first aid kit and the flashlight? Skip the coffee? First aid kit or flashlight? Flashlight. Okay. Quartz or first aid kit? Quartz? Alright. Yeah, there's already a first aid kit on the thing. Okay. Image. You think maybe locker room? It's in of the locker, the sign on the ship that says the direction of the locker room, and then I can say, go to the gym. Your higher selves will thank you. You know, just go to the gym. Get your downloads. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from. Remember why you are here. Love and blessings. From the stars. Okay, does it have to be like so formal? Okay, go to the gym. Get your downloads. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from. Remember why you are here. I could slap a Team Light bumper sticker on there, but like I think that's overdoing it. Highest regards. Have a good life. Okay. Time capsule is ready.
Time capsule ready.
Yes, it is ready. But am I?
Primary computer systems active. Life support systems online. All systems are go for liftoff.
I want to cry. We made it. I've never seen what happens after this. Let's put the first aid kit back. And I'm leaving my rifle to the next person, like, that's a big deal to me. Okay. Need to go get another quartz crystal. Don't need to, but I'm going to. It does feel like they're up here, sending me on my way. Oh man, I left my sea glide up there. This is gonna be a hot second. The PDA has told me before that if I swim a lot, my glutes will be in good shape. I guess I
Welcome
could grab
aboard,
some more
Captain.
water while I'm here, and food. They're like, you're just stalling at this point. You could push the damn button. Hey, the potatoes grew. They're not rotten. Yes, I could take the explorer there, but I'll swim. It's fine. I mean, I'm at 2 hours and 40 minutes for the stream already for today, so I really do need to finish. I forgot the fucking quartz crystal. Sorry for the language. Wake up, Raphael. I had a dream where I was Raphael and I was swimming towards the surface, very much like this. So that's why I said it, because those things, when they link to dreams, can be pretty freaking powerful. I can name the rocket? Oh, they didn't tell me this part. Okay. Mm. Hmm. 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 Big fan of Star Trek. Okay. That's done. I feel like this one's gonna be my thumbnail for the stream. Okay. Now, definitely go time. But imagine launching the rocket and I didn't even realize I could name it or change the colors. I mean, look at it now. Some people are like, why did you pick those colors? I'm like, RGB is a very important color scheme. Come on. You can send all sorts of data with RGB. Waited literally so long. I now need coffee and I'm slightly hungry. Optimal launch conditions. Okay, I've had my coffee. I've done my final save. I'm gonna wait for 29 seconds and then I'm gonna launch this freaking rocket. I have nothing in my inventory. 97.6, that's probably the interior temperature. I don't know what the 61.4 over 37 is, but it's fine. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave only time capsule. Create and deploy a time capsule.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Those birds may want to fly off.
2, 1. Time capsule jettisoned.
Liftoff. I'm a little late on that call out.
Caution, approaching orbital debris field.
Oh, come on, not again.
Orbital debris field clear.
No PTSD there.
Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate.
Yes, please.
Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2,
Here
1.
comes the fun part. Yeah, we built it with alien power source. I don't know.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Does that mean I died? I don't know. I was talking to the dead psychic fish. I don't know. Hey, QA tester, Dali! I don't know you, but Artyom! I'm gonna shout out all the QA testers. Rose Willard, QA lead. Those were all their internal QA team, it looks like. I would imagine that there's an external QA team here somewhere. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Quality assurance by White Test. QA manager, Marion. Oh man, that's a lot of names. I'm sorry, crew. You're on screen. Functionality QA technician. Yep. Oh, more QA. Gearbox QA. But what about LQA? I'm afraid to push any buttons because devs teams are really, really good about making sure that credits are skippable. I don't want to skip them, I just wanted them to go a little slower so I could actually read the names, but like, I don't know, maybe if I moved the sticks, but as I said, I don't want to cancel the credits. It was a lot of work to get here. YouTube and Twitch streamers everywhere. Woo!
Welcome home to Alterra. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
Alterra has no sense of humor. 1 trillion credits. I gave you access to a planet that you would have crashed to get on and never been able to get off. You're welcome. Alright, so I don't know what happens if I try to continue the save file that I already saved. Like, I think it's just the save before the end game. Like, it would just be a loop. At least it's still there. It didn't just delete my save. It's still there. That's cool. Alright. Well, crew. Thank you for joining me for playing Subnautica. Session 21 was indeed my final session. Assuming I don't decide to pick it up at some point in the future and dink around with it a little bit more. The save file's still going to be there. I've got backups. My final impressions. Or do you want my hot take or my knife hands for the, think of the warfighter, think of Sorry, I'm a big fan of a certain crew of Marines that does a podcast about cybersecurity and innovation in the military. They're a lot of fun. Anyway, so the next planned stream is going to be a meditation stream. I don't know how long it'll be, half an hour, maybe an hour. We'll see. The idea will be to just be. Alright, we've done a lot of action-oriented things. I want a stream that I can just like listen to, and the dude's like not really doing anything except feeling and letting go. Like, it does me a lot of good to see a version of myself who's not being asked to do a damn thing at all, except let go of all the things trying to ask me to do shit. Just bye-bye. Just let it go. There's something deeply soothing about that, so I am really looking forward to it. Not doing it today, but I can leave you with a little micro meditation. So let's just take 2 minutes. Could be a few more. That was the greatest gift I could give to myself, was finishing the game. Not only capturing it all on stream for myself, my posterity, and whoever else watches it, but to be able to have those future streams of mine available again and not feel like I'm having to get this done. I know I kind of left some other streams hanging for a while there, like Halo and Hello Kitty and Redacted. And there's still other ones that I want to get around to, but you know, it is very difficult, and I only have a few hours every few weeks to do these. So, but my primary focus for the next few streams, at least for the next stream, is meditation stream. And maybe I'll make that my, you know, has to happen every 3 streams or something like that. I don't know, just so that I can be with my family and have versions of me out there that are just relaxing on the internet, not being asked to do anything. And if they are asked to do something, whatever, they're calm enough to be able to help as a relay. So it'll probably be a more common thing moving forward. So the plan is that for Twitch, I will be on games. I'll stream my gaming stuff live to Twitch. That's the goal right now. That could change. But for meditation streams, those are going to go straight to YouTube. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube yet, my links are on Twitch to take you there. I don't remember the name offhand. I think it's like Jade Lightweaver or Lightweaver29. But 13th Harmonic, right on the screen here. You can look for that on YouTube. That will take you to me. Very little confusion. Just look for that same logo. All right. Yeah, I want the meditation ones on YouTube directly because it'll count as a live stream there. And because it's a meditation, I want to be very, very locked in. So that'll tell me when I start the broadcast, and when I end the broadcast, that'll be encoded in the metadata on YouTube. I know how to access this. I don't know if it's considered scraping because I like go do it myself just through the inspecting the code, but like I've got notes. I've got notes. So I like to keep track of things I've listened to and when and what my number was at the DMV, so to speak. All right. Listen, that's enough for tonight. Really looking forward to the meditation. Thank you to Taylor for completing Subnautica. Thank you to the audience who tuned in, whether you watched a part of it, moments of it, whether you clicked right through, whether you were aware that it was created but you never joined in, whatever, all the best love and blessings to y'all. Please take care and have a good night. Yes, I'm waiting for 40 seconds, but you can go if you're ready. This is one of the ways I distinguish myself from others who would pretend to be me trying to get through portals. I'm patient enough to wait another 60 seconds or so. You know, how many, especially in like the astral realms and stuff, how many people are willing to actually wait? Bye.